Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to a comic book review. This one is going to be about a comic that's been around for quite a while, like the 80s is what I'm talking about. And if you haven't checked it out yet, if you don't know about it, or you know about it and you haven't actually picked up a few copies to read, you need to stop what you're doing, go to your library, and pick one of these up. And of course, I am referring to Calvin and Hobbes. These are two of the collected treasury volumes. I've got Yukon Ho and Weirdos from Another Planet. These are the two that I haven't read, though I do have 6 or 7 of these trades back at my parents' house, which I have read. The premise is that there is Calvin, and he has a stuffed tiger named Hobbes, and when no one else is around, Hobbes turns into an actual tiger who's like 5 feet tall, and they go on adventures together. They get up to so many shenanigans. This is really funny, and this is all about like the innocence of childhood. Brings some nostalgia for a childhood like I never knew when I read these. Some of the wonderful antics that Calvin and Hobbes gets up to that you can count on in like any volume that you pick up is there's going to be an appearance of a transmognifier, and the transmognifier is a very delicate advanced piece of machinery that Calvin made himself, which allows him to transform into different things so he and Hobbes can go on extra special adventures together. Also in each of these volumes there are winter scenes with, chances are, some really hysterical snowmen that Calvin has built. My favorite trade of these so far is Attack of the Killer Mutant Snowmen or something, because the snowmen, all the winter scenes in that one are just so funny. Oh my goodness. Calvin is an imaginative, wonderful, funny, cheeky kid, and I absolutely love him. Would I want to be his parents? Probably not, but he is just so fun to exist with in my mind when I'm reading these. In each of these volumes, you will also get to see quite a few of Calvin's imaginative escapades where, no, Mom, I can't get out of bed for school because suddenly gravity is 10 times as strong and I'm trapped to my bed and I can't breathe. Or he's bored on a Saturday and so, the whole world is turned 2-dimensional. How can Calvin possibly make it across his bedroom to go get food? Oh, so good. And then Calvin also has recurring daydreams of him as Spaceman Spiff, especially during math lessons at school, and his teacher often turns into his alien antagonists, and then unfortunately reality kicks in and he has to wake up from those daydreams, but they are wonderful. These are just fantastic comics. They're smart, they're really funny, and though on occasion I do get reminded in the text that these were made before the internet and kids had cell phones and everything like that, they're not nearly as dated as they could be. They are just gems. They are absolute gems in the comic book world, and I don't think they get enough attention. Please, if you have a copy of Calvin and Hobbes and you haven't read it in a while, or if you don't have a copy, go find one. Go read some Calvin and Hobbes and be delighted for the span of an afternoon. That's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed my review of the Calvin and Hobbes comics. It was more just like a shout out because I love them so much. I hope that you find time to check them out, and until next time, continue to be lovely.